on BGA Board Game Arena, who should still sponsor us. I think we have some awesome data time with Amanda with the monetization. We passed a milestone on the way to the McNuggets. But yeah, this is a podcast. Well, so many things to talk about. This is a podcast where we play board game and we talk a lot about it, but we don't tell you the name of it. It's kind of like a puzzle for the listener to play along with, to use context clues to figure out what game we're playing. And if you guess correctly by uploading a voice recording there should be a link at the bottom of the podcast description. If you guess correctly, we'll put you in an episode. We've done that once. So we're still building our awesome audience. So, but we're playing a new game. Last week. What did we play last week? I want to say...
I'm pretty sure it was Bandito.
This would be really funny if it isn't, but we're pretty sure it's one of the other.
It's either Bandito or Lucky Numbers.
Either or, both of them have come already, so you know what's up.
This
is an interesting game
at keeping track of the things we're doing here at
Also, Mahina has an undefeated just slaughtering of us. I don't even know what the AS says anymore.
I'm frustrated. We didn't even go over the AS. AS,
we don't normally, but we can get the AS.
Reads Zach 18, Amanda 16, Mahina 8,
Zoe
participation trophy.
We need to get more guests on to get more participation
Eventually,
trophies.
It's going to be a whole episode just reading the almighty scoreboard from all the people that we've had on.
That's the dream. Just that'd be a good April Fool's podcast. Would just be and then like at the very end of it, all right, let's get to the gameplay, and then just end the episode. Just fade, or not even fade, just cut to black. All right,
we play the game, but don't talk about it.
Yeah, I mean,
all right.
That's kind of like half of our episodes anyway. All right, I have to pick a patch or advance, and there's like an eyeball. It's near Halloween at the time of recording, so I saw like a Halloween themed game, which I don't think it actually is Halloween themed. I think they just added a skin. Is it Halloween themed?
No, the game is not Halloween themed. It's just Halloween themed. It's got a Halloween skin for Halloween. It's normally normal themed. So
normal themed.
Normal.
I have a practice mode button.
Well, I just straight up gave away when we played Flux by looking up all the different kinds of Flux that you can buy. And I'm really trying to be a better person and not do that this time.
That was hilarious. this flux, and then if some kid. Also, am I timed? No. Yes, there's like a timer thing, but it's not going like live. It's just it keeps track of every single turn.
Yeah, it just lets you know when it's your turn. So
I still don't know how to win. I know I'm behind you.
You win.
I think I'm the color orange.
Points. You are orange.
Of course.
So
I could go above you, or I could pick a patch.
Yes, you can pick a patch.
What does picking a patch do for you?
You put it on your you put it on your quilt board, and you get points, I think.
I like points. Oh, am I allowed to choose from like any of the things that are like surrounding the game board?
I think that's the goal. I don't know. You can choose.
It's like Tetris, picking a patch.
Kind of, yeah.
Pick a patch and then place it and drop it. Can I twist it? Like, can I rotate? Yes, I can.
You can?
You can rotate it, yes. You can rotate the piece.
Better.
Aha! All right, I'm going to confirm that. Cool. And then I think I get to go again because I'm behind you.
Yes. No, I get to go. Oh, wait.
Interesting.
You do it, you pick the patch, and then you can choose, or after you choose the patch.
Oh, it just automatically because I went above you.
You move forward that number of spaces that's on the patch. So it looks like yours was like a 3 maybe? 4. So you move forward 4.
And then
you're
do the eyeballs matter any?
I don't know.
Do I want to collect eyeballs? All right, we'll figure it out. So data, I was looking at the data and we passed a milestone. Do you know what milestone I'm talking about?
Pretty sure you mean 120 plays.
Yes.
Also,
translates
130 plays.
Translates to.
And we have also made $1.05.
Yes. We have crossed over. We can go to the dollar menu.
Yes.
But
we
that's
won't.
not what we want.
But we could.
Won't. So that's all you guys. And by you guys, I mean us two, because we're all our listens, and I think that counts.
And we appreciate all of you.
Yes,
Each and every one.
Canadians and Germans and is it Singaporeans?
Singaporeans.
They know what they are.
You citizens of Singapore. We could not have done it without you.
Nope.
However, let it be known that we're still angry with you for not letting your Martian friends know about this podcast. It's just a little ridiculous.
We're still only with Earthlings at the moment. Huh. When I click pick patch, I'm only allowed to click the
so
ones.
You see that little headstone right there near the patches?
Yes.
You can choose any of the three to the three to the right of it.
All right.
That's the neutral token that I was talking about. Not that you were listening when I was reading the rules.
Yeah, I'm often not. Oh, I need to rotate this.
We do great here.
Yeah. We always play on legendary and then fall to elite and then fall back normal and then fall back to novice and then still lose. I'm referring to Forbidden Island.
This isn't one of those times because there's not difficulties. But yes. I don't know how
I already asked this.
Figure out how many points you have.
We're gonna figure stuff out. Here's why. It looks like you have 76 and I have 71.
No, that number is going down because it started at like 87.
Oh, it's like how we have to like fill in our patch to make it like a quilt.
Oh, okay.
I'm assuming.
So you have 71 available spaces and I have 76. Because it's a 9x9 grid. Your quilt is a 9x9 grid. I'm learning.
No, that is literally not what I did. Can I Ctrl-Z? Can I cancel?
Did you do
what just happened? It's asking if I want to move my piece that's already there. But like it's already there. Like I already placed it illegal. But I'm so confused.
This morning.
How is that? Why is it illegal?
What? What are you doing?
I'm talking to myself.
I can't decide what you're doing. It's almost my turn now. I can feel it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. What is? Oh, I'm so unhappy.
So.
Yes, this morning.
Bad news is afoot. I have to move again.
Yes. You told me you did, but that's all I know is I have to move again.
I can't talk about why, but the people that I live with, they want to use their land for something else. And so I am no longer allowed to live on the land, which a little bit sucks. But also I'm kind of getting tired of living in an RV. It's like permanent camping.
Sure. So what's the plan now?
I have a lead for an apartment in the city.
Cool.
And I'm going to see if I can get that. It's pretty cheap. It's obviously more expensive than where I live right now because where I live right now is not that much money. And I love it here because it's not much money.
Right.
And so because it's not a lot of money, I've been saving money like crazy. And now I am gonna potentially move into a real townhouse, or rather a row house. Although I don't know the difference between a townhouse and a row house, but it is.
Townhouse is like full house, like the thing they live in a full house.
Yeah,
I think. Or is that like a condo? I don't know.
I don't know.
Why? I'm trying to pick a new patch, but every time I try to pick a new patch, it like takes me back to the patch that I put in last turn. And it's like, where do you want to move it? I'm like, what are you talking about? I placed this last turn.
Did you choose one last turn? Because I don't see it.
No, I didn't. It was the same problem, but
Oh,
buttons cost. Oh, it costs stuff.
yeah.
I only have 4 buttons.
I have 1 button, and you get more every time you move.
I got nervous when I said button because the one time we played buttons and I kept saying buttons. I'm like, did I just break the game already?
Have you been reading about Pop-Tarts? Or
About the
sorry,
strawberries?
Kellogg? How Kellogg's is being sued because they
There's
don't
not enough
put
strawberries in
strawberries in
Pop-Tarts.
their Pop-Tarts.
Of course.
Listen, that whole thing,
That's what I worry about in my
wild to me.
Pop-Tarts.
That's wild to me. Okay, I love strawberry Pop-Tarts, and I've never
Mhm.
once eaten a strawberry Pop-Tart and gone, you know what? There's definitely not enough strawberries in here. Like, that's the last thing on my
I
mind.
agree.
Because if you're eating a Pop-Tart, I don't know. Like, for me, if you're choosing willingly to eat a Pop-Tart,
Uh-huh.
the last thing on your mind is fruit.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm. I'm with you. Or this is like some genius who doesn't ever eat Pop-Tarts ever, but then like just goes around looking for court cases to like found it, got him right here. Not enough strawberry content.
It's like
Phone up the lawyer.
it's like when that guy was like, I want to know if double stuffed Oreos actually have double the stuff.
And they didn't, right?
And I don't believe they did. No.
Mm-mm.
So it was a real, not necessarily scandal, but it definitely like it shook me because he also like, I don't remember exactly how it went down, but he bought a bunch of different kinds of Oreos and was like weighing them all and weighing just the
yes.
filling.
I think they did that on Good Mythical Morning
cookie.
recently. It was they were trying to see if they could guess what weighs more, this object or a dozen Oreos or whatever. And they're like trying to get that was like Good Mythical More.
I haven't I feel so awful because I haven't been watching it because it's something that my mom and I do together and I'm not home enough. But that's all changing because until I can move into the townhouse row house thing, I will be living at home with my mom and commuting all the way to Richmond every day again. I miss the good old days. Not really. Said no one ever.
Yeah.
However, it's not all bad.
I'm confused. I have 9 eyeballs.
This
so
is
why
how,
can't I?
This
why
is how
can't I
Matt
not
ends up
shoot?
winning this game by claiming he's confused, and then I help him, and then halfway through he makes a break for it.
It says I need 9 eyeballs to get this patch. It looks like I have 9 eyeballs. You also have 9 eyeballs.
I do, but it wouldn't let me buy the 9-1 last time.
Yeah, so what's...
I don't know. And at this point, I'm not only too afraid to ask.
I'm going to sue them for not letting me have my patch. There's not enough eyeballs in my patch.
I'm too afraid to give you help because I'm kind of behind in the AS. Yeah, it won't let me choose the 9-1. But I can choose the cross thing. Well, is it doing that to you?
Yeah. I don't really want the cross thing.
I don't either. It doesn't go with my aesthetic that I've so.
It doesn't go with the room.
It doesn't go with the quilt.
Yeah.
Someone's got to buy that cross because it's the only way we're gonna get.
Okay, I got the 9
available
thing.
To purchase. Oh, you can buy the 9 thing.
I have no idea why. I guess do you have to have like one more than the cost? I don't know.
I don't know. I again do not understand.
I don't know where I'm this game. Go.
Oh, but now all of the things are available for me to purchase.
Now there's like a cross, but with
I don't like that one at all. It's intimidating to me. Actually, no, I think I can use it. I'm gonna use it.
Oh boy. So I've been applying to new jobs.
Yes.
And I've been in an interview process with one of them. It's a company called Comcast.
Yes, I've heard of them.
Yes, they are.
Are you moving?
Perhaps we shall see. Everything's work from home, but we'll see what happens. It is a data science role, and I did the technical interview. The technical part was kind of bad, but I did some stuff, and it wasn't like I was completely clueless, but I had to use their help a lot. And maybe that was the whole point, is that they knew that as long, like they were just trying to figure out how I am a thinker or whatever. Like, how do I solve problems? I'm hoping that's the case.
Yeah, I imagine that would be kind of not terrifying, but like.
So anyway, that was last week, which is why we didn't record last week. That huge interview was on the Tuesday, and literally like I was so nervous for it, and then I did it, and then afterwards I got like a super bad migraine, which is typically what happens. If I'm like really stressed for some reason, I'll be okay. I'll just be stressed, but I won't be like sick or anything. And as soon as the thing I'm stressed about is over, like as soon as I finish it, my body's like, okay, time to be sick, and then wrecks me. So we didn't record last Tuesday because I had a stupid migraine.
That is from what I understand about like psychology and anxiety, a fairly common response to
I guess maybe my body is like running on hormones, endorphins and all that, and then
it's running on
we don't need those endorphins anymore.
Yeah, it's kind of like adrenaline. When you're all stressed out around exam week in school, and then as soon as exam week's over, you get a cold.
Like the flu, yeah. Because
you were so nervous that your immune system was like, fight off everything. And then as soon as you take a breath after exams are over, it like,
anything is like,
How did you get a special patch?
A what patch?
A special patch.
I don't know. Is that one special?
I don't know. It just says Maestro Brandt must place a special patch.
I just clicked on one. I don't know.
You get a special 1 square patch.
Whoa. Why?
I don't know. Oh, I wonder if it's because you landed.
It's the board game. It's the board part.
Yeah. Okay. It's the board. I was real jealous. I thought I was about to get mistreated by board game.
And I'm also on your side. Like, why am I getting the patch? So the interview was an hour and a half long. The first 45 minutes was technical. I'm like live coding, and that one kind of, I thought it was bad, but I'm kind of a perfectionist. It was just like a whole bunch of numbers and stuff, and I'm like, I could do this if you gave me like a few hours on my own, but right here in front of you, I can try.
Like performance anxiety?
Maybe, I don't know. Probably. But then the second half was Q&A, and I thought that went pretty well, and the team was super nice, and I think I'd be very happy working there. And then Friday, I got an email from the recruiter saying, hey, just like an update. They're still interested in you. I'm like, great. Usually those emails are like, just an update. We're going to go with someone else. This week, so like next week, which is this week, the team has a few more interviews with other people, and then we'll have like a better understanding of like where you stand kind of thing. So as long as other people suck, or they just don't, either they don't want the job or I interview better somehow, maybe things are looking good. We'll see.
So what
that's exciting. Where has it ever been? Data scientist with the it's called the NGAN, which is NGAN, Next Generation Access Network. It's basically the internet, like Comcast does Xfinity.
Yeah.
So the data they work with is they have these things they call them nodes, but nodes are just like points in their quote unquote grid where the internet is kind of connected to all over the country. And the nodes can either be working or not working. So binary, on or off. And we're looking for weaknesses in the grid, like, oh, does the internet like go offline for some reason? And what time does that happen? And it's such a big mess at the moment that they need smart people to figure out where weaknesses are and where we can improve and how to basically make the internet better.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, it'd be cool. I think I'd be much happier than I am now. Not that I'm unhappy now, but that'd be exciting, and I'd be working with a team of data scientists instead of just being the only data scientist where I am. So
You're the only
that'd be
data
cool.
scientist?
Yeah. So it's like I am the data science department, and I have to figure out what my bosses need, and then I go on my own and kind of figure out the solution and then bring it back, which
Wow,
is
that
fine.
sounds like tremendous pressure.
It is, and they're not mean about anything, but um, yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. But
So, since we're talking about jobs,
which we do often.
we do that quite often. There are two things happening.
I completely didn't do the stats, Gar. Dang it! I have no idea how long we've been playing. Hello.
And such, as I typically say, it lives up to its name. So two things running like concurrently with each other, like parallel. It's still your turn, by the way.
Okay, cool.
So one is I have applied for another job, and I've been applying for other jobs like as I have been like working at my job, because some things have happened that I don't necessarily, like I haven't gone in depth with them, but some things have happened that I'm kind of like, do I really want to keep working here? So I've applied for another job that would potentially mean a very big change in
like career
things. Not career, like I'm still going to be in the field that I've been in. I'm still going to be doing the same thing, but it's a different company, a very different company, and it would mean another move for me to a place far away.
How far?
Far.
Time zone.
3 time zones.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna visit you all the time. 3 time zones. Wow, right in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. That's crazy.
3 time zones backwards. It's on the West Coast. But I don't want to jinx it. I have another interview with them coming up, so I am applying for the jobs. Other thing, I
get another bonus, by the way.
I know, and I'm mad about it. So can you wait now so I can
would be too. I'm like, why isn't Amanda going? Because I have a bonus again.
Okay, I have an option here. I can advance and take 7 eyeballs, or I can take another thing.
I don't know. I haven't advanced in a while. Well, unless it automatically advances after you take a patch. We should get, I know we talked about getting together to do the board game, but we should also get together and do an album.
We talk about that also.
Yeah, I want to write an album that I think this will make it easier, because we want to write music all the time, but it takes us forever. But I think it might be easier if there's a topic or a limitation that we it'll just help us focus down. And I want it to literally be a story, a journey. The first song is about a person who wants to go on an adventure, and then the rest of the songs are about different things that happen along the trail, almost like Lord of the Rings. It's just a big long walk, but different things happen. Here we're at a tavern, so we sing a drinking song, an Irish pub song, and then the guy or girl bumps into a troll bridge, and then it's kind of a more heavy, whatever, that kind of thing.
No, not rejecting your idea. I'm trying to do something, and it's not working, and I'm mad about it.
On the game.
On the game, yes.
Yeah. But I think that would be fun, and
I agree. I think it would be a lot of fun.
Yeah. And then also we have to make a game, which we've done already. Just have to kind of find it. I'll talk to. I'm playing that ghost game after recording. One of the guys I'm playing with literally went to school not game design in terms of like he's coding games, but he's like an artist. Like he creates the artwork for the games.
Oh, that's
so like,
awesome.
you know what I'm talking about. Like for some reason I can't think of like pretty games, but you have to draw the characters.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
I think. Are you in town this weekend?
Maybe Sunday.
So I live
We'll
at home
see.
now, so we can hang out on like Sunday afternoon, evening.
True.
Make a board game.
If not, then like I work from home like every day except for Wednesday, so we could work something out in the evening or whatever.
Essentially,
whatever.
My weeks are going to be still pretty booked up because I will still be commuting an hour and a half.
Oh,
not
that's
that
true.
I'm like, salty about it or anything. A little bit salty about it and stuff.
Did you get a bonus square? Just curious.
I did get a bonus square. Thank you for asking.
Awesome.
I put it in the lower right-hand corner of my board.
Can you put a patch literally like anywhere?
Yeah.
Or does it have to like kind of connect? Okay.
No, it does not have to connect. Mine have been, and I really like the way my quilt is going.
Mine too.
Your quilt looks fun too. I like this little like
my eyeballs
shape that you had, because it kind of looks like an awkwardly shaped monster, and I appreciate that. That's
us. That's our spirit animal, awkwardly shaped monster. That'd be a good board game idea.
You're not
awkwardly shaped monsters. Write that down.
Create the monster that has the
ASM.
Create the monster that has the highest sum of interior angles. Fun and math.
Repetitions will be all over it.
All in one, very powerful.
I get to go again.
We call that edutainment.
Yes.
It's entertainment and education combined.
Oh, I did not notice.
If you didn't know, you better get on board. So I'm actually very excited about the townhouse row house.
Yeah.
I don't want to give too much away about the person that I could potentially be living with.
Is it like a completely new person?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I've never met this person before, but he is very cool and he has a very cool job.
Okay.
And again, because I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to give too much away about him. I don't want to like say what the job is, but I feel like a lot of why I want to live here is because I want to hang out with this guy and not because.
Nice.
But that's
a valid reason. I think.
I just want to go to his work with him and like.
Are you not going to tell me what his job is on the podcast?
Because like, well, I mean, once I start living with him, maybe I'll say, but I don't want to be like, oh yeah.
His job is like, is it that specific?
No, he's a drag queen.
Awesome. Yo.
I'm so excited, honestly.
Yo, you're gonna. I'll come over and we can watch RuPaul and just have a great time.
I love RuPaul.
I was introduced to it in England actually, and I
the people who introduced you to it are fantastic people.
Yeah, and they were watching it in like the living space, so they were like in the TV part, but I was on the table like on my laptop, but I could still like kind of see the TV, and I just kind of got hooked kind of secondhandly, I guess. And I have this weird thing where my brain can like connect to things. For instance, like if I'm listening to music while like doing an activity, like riding a bike, like whenever the song comes on later, I'm like, I connect where I was riding my bike. But in this case, I was playing Minecraft, and I remember like listening to like there's like a specific contestant doing like a thing on RuPaul while I'm building a wall on Minecraft, and for some reason, because those two things are linked, like I remember them both very well. But yeah, I would play Minecraft on like my laptop on the desk on the kitchen table while they watch RuPaul, and then I just like, well, I've already listened to so much of this, I should just continue. It is entertaining. It is entertaining.
It's so good. I love that show. It's probably one of my all-time favorite shows ever. Everyone who knows me knows that my love for Drag Race it's bordering on obsession. I will watch the episodes and I'll be like, oh, look at that gown, it's fierce. Or like at the end of the lip sync, I'll be like, oh, I definitely know who's gonna go home because she slayed. And like, I love it. I can't explain it.
Yeah, like I remember like kind of being tangentially like watching it, and then like how you start asking questions like, oh, who's that? And like, oh, what are they doing now? And then they have to explain like what's going on, and then after that you just like you want to know everything about it. So
but I get more into it than that. Like I will take data. I will be like, oh, there's no way XYZ is gonna win because she was in the bottom too many times. Like I know I know about these queens. And like I unironically like follow them after that race.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yes. This year, for the very first time, well, it's not necessarily the first time it's happened, but it's the first time that I'm aware of it happening. There are a group of drag queens, and a lot of them are my favorite drag queens, are coming to the Harrison Opera House in Norfolk for a very drag queen Christmas.
Yo.
And I want to go, but I don't want to go by myself.
Okay.
But I don't know of anyone who would be willing to go watch drag queens with me.
My mom might be, honestly. My sister, definitely.
If she's home, I would totally take her to go watch drag queens.
When is this?
Sometime near the end of November. And I don't know. I'm just fascinated by the idea of this, and I want to do it, but I just don't think it's going to be in the cards for me, and that is very sad for Amanda. Okay, will you fit? You won't fit there.
Also, the game is about over.
That is the case.
I think you've won.
Why? I don't know why.
Because you have fewer spaces like open. I think like because you got more into your quilt. But I don't know. I don't know how the game is scored. So
I will figure it out. I won. I don't know how.
I had negative, and you had 6.
I had 6 points.
And how many do I need to pass? 6.
Teen. Okay.
Wow. How do I have negative 10 points? And you had 6.
Okay.
Thinking time.
So you lost 38 points.
Wow.
For having 19 empty spaces.
Oh my gosh.
So it's -2 points for every empty space. So I only lost 22 points.
But how did you get so many? Well, I guess the difference between that is enough.
I gained. So you got -38, but you only got +28.
Right.
I got -22, but I got +28. So I had 6 points and you had -10.
All right. Update the AS. Bring it out.
Zach 18, Amanda 17, Machina 8, Zoe participation trophy.
All right.
I genuinely don't feel like we played for a while.
I think that's an episode.
So I think it's one. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we'll play something else next week.
All right.
Amanda, where can they find us?
As always, you can find us on Anchor, Breaker, Google Podcasts, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts, which is where you should be going to rate us 5 whole stars.
Yep, and we're on YouTube, and we're looking into Twitch just as an experiment. So, yes, keep up the good work. We've passed the $1 milestone on our ad revenue. So, all right.
Yes.
Next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.